Welcome to ComSpark TV. We're live in Indianapolis today. My name is Jeff Teeter, and I'm on the Executive Host Committee for ComSpark, and I will be the guest host today. We're here with Nirav Shah. He's from Republic Airways. Nirav, welcome.
Thank you very much.
TV.
Thank you very much, Jeff, for having me, and thank you for being part of the ComSpark TV. Appreciate it. Appreciate the opportunity.
So let's start the discussion out at a high level.
Sure.
What do you see, or what are you most concerned about, or your peers most concerned about in the information technology arena today?
Great question, Jeff. Great question. I think anybody in my position, I would be surprised if they don't start answering that question with cybersecurity, right? It's protecting the organization, protecting the data in the organization. We live in a crazy world, right? There's a lot of attacks every day, and what are we doing to protect our organizations and the assets of our organizations? So that obviously does give me some sleepless nights. I would add to that, everybody talks a lot about digital transformation. I think what helps the digital transformation, which I think is a challenge in a lot of organizations, would be an active business IT partnership. That's the only way you can successfully transform an organization. And the third biggest challenge I see we face as a technology field is the talent, the skill gaps, right? Mm-hmm. What are we doing specifically in an area like Indianapolis to attract and retain top technical talent? We live in a world right now where we have a generation of workers that needs to retool and reskill from a cloud perspective, AR, VI, IoT perspective, and then we have a new generation of workforce entering. So I think we're in a very delicate place from an information technology perspective, and it's interesting to see what other companies and what everybody else is doing from attracting and retaining the skills.
Okay, all right, very good. Something I find, the organization I work for finds, is as we talk to organizations like yours, there's a big focus on mobility. Uh-huh. Do you feel what you're doing at Republic Airways? Are you is mobility making an impact on your business?
Absolutely. I think at Republic Airways, we have 75% plus of our workforce always on the field, always on the go, right? Mm-hmm. There are pilots, there are captains, there are flight attendants, our mechanics at all different bases around the country. So for us, not having mobility was not an option. It was never an option. It was always something that we need to make sure we give them the experience that they deserve to be as productive and as customer experience centric that we would like them to be, right? So I would say we would probably be one of the companies that jumped onto mobility a lot ahead of time. I think around 6 to 7 years ago, we started deploying tablets when they were fairly new to all of these, all of our workforces, right? And everything that they need to work for us, to provide a top-notch services to our customers is available to them on their tablet. We have applications deployed. They have been trained from day one how to use it, which applications to go for what. And then the successful deployment of mobility came to us when we closed the circle of getting them involved into the feedback, right? So we have an active participation from all of those units that they provide us feedback as what they would like to see, what features they would like on the application. So, I would say pretty much most of those workforces, they never even log into our network. They don't need to. They have their tablet, they have their applications they need, and they are providing top-notch services to our customers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we find that mobility actually helps with one of those first challenges you had described in attracting new workforce as well.
Yes.
A lot of times the people that you're trying to hire,
right,
ask about your mobility
yes,
tools to begin with.
Yeah, and we have a very open policy there. We have bring your own devices for corporate workers. We allow them. I mean, all of us carry a computer in our pocket every day, right? So there is no choice, but we have to support them. We have to encourage them to use that. So absolutely, you're right.
Okay, let's change mode a little bit and talk about a success story that you've had as far as implementing information technology at Republic Airways. Is there something around the theme of transformation or innovation that you'd like to share with us? And if I can just extend that question a little bit more, talk about did the whole organization come together to help develop it? And was it collaborative in nature, I guess is my question there. And then is it making an impact on the business? and are the results measurable?
Sure. So I'll tell you something. I mentioned earlier that when people talk about digital transformation, the success of that is determined based on the business IT partnership. So I would say around a few years ago, we had the Republic Airways business and the IT partnered in something which we call as our mobile life, right? So I mentioned earlier about our mobile application.
Right.
One of the application that we built, which was kind of revolutionary from an airline industry perspective, was called Our Life, Republic Life. And that's something that our pilots, our flight attendants, captains, they use it on a daily basis, right? It's an app on their tablet that tells them everything they need to do to get the work done for Republic. It provides them training, it gives them their schedule, it allows them to contact back to the headquarters to change any schedule changes, it allows them to view their pay, it allows them to view the team they would be flying that day with. In our world, you don't have a constant team. The team changes, right? A captain, the pilot, the flight attendant, that's a team for that specific day or for that specific route.
Okay.
And we provided a social networking into their app where they could say, oh, today I'm flying with Jeff, and Jeff is from Miami, and Jeff has flown from there to there. So it gives them the conversation starter, right? Within the few minutes of meeting each other. So that was a big transformation for us. This was, I would probably say, around 6 to 7 years ago. And since then, we have a lot of other competitors, a lot of other airlines that we serve want to know more and more about how we did that. It was a great feedback we're seeing. You mentioned about measuring it. It was operational improvements. We were very accurate. Customer service improvement. Our customers were more happy because we were providing timely services to them. So it has been a revolutionary thing for us in the last 5 to 7 years.
Well, that's great. It's great to hear examples where information technology is, contributing to the business results and goals and results.
Absolutely.
So just a final question. Looking, say, 2 to 5 years out on the future, how, you hear the word cloud, and I know
Right.
that means a lot to many
Lot.
organizations.
Absolutely.
But how do you see that computing methodology, way of running IT, delivering IT, playing or fulfilling a role in your organization?
I think cloud's here. Cloud's going to play a big role for us as well. Our philosophy is always going to be a hybrid cloud environment. It's going to be public cloud, it's going to be SaaS, it's going to be platform as services. But we are not going to be one where we are in a rush to get to cloud. We have to make that decision with more analytics behind it, with more research behind it, with total cost of ownership and availability and SLAs and things like that. So I see Republic Airways to always have some footprint on an on-premise data center with a mix of public cloud as well as SaaS applications. So it's going to be a hybrid, and it's going to be in a situation where we believe we can jump from one cloud environment to another cloud environment. So it's going to be very containerized.
Hey, Nirav, thanks for being on the
Thank you
show
very much,
today. Appreciate you coming in.
Thank you very much.
It was very insightful. For more information, our viewers can visit ComSpark.tech.